I am lucky to have a great deal of passion and belief in the way I act or behave in this world. I believe I can make a difference, a small difference, in a moment, in a situation with some people, right? However, though I think my influence in how I behave, what I say, what I don't say, how I act, how I interact with people, while I believe it is a fleeting opportunity to influence the world around me, at the same time, I believe it is profound. I believe I have the potential, given all that I am, what I've been, the opportunity. I believe I have the potential to make a profound difference in my life and other people's life in a moment. I try hard when I'm communicating with you, with my fans, people who are gracious enough to follow me, to avoid languaging that hopefully misrepresents me as arrogant or as thinking, I'm God's gift to anybody. Well, in a sense, I think we're all God's gift to each other, in a sense. And I probably don't mean the usual traditional God in some ideas, but, we're gifts to each other. I do believe that. Having said all that, I just want to talk for a moment about the idea of being friendly to people, about being a nice person. Because, yes, if you met me at the bank or a grocery store or library, do they even exist anymore? I think they do. If you met me, you might go, boy, that Jay, that person is very nice. He is so friendly. And I will tell you right now that I don't think those words do a decent job of describing what I do and what I bet you sometimes do when we encounter each other. I think they minimize it. We all do a whole bunch of things, and one of the things we're trying to do in this life typically is to set ourselves free beyond our insecurities, beyond our fears, our anxieties, beyond even our things to-do list. We're trying to find the courage to push ourselves, to dare to leap and the net appears, all those kinds of moments. Some of us do it in grand, inspiring, exciting ways. Other people do it in very quiet ways that nobody ever sees. Daring not to think about some terrible memory while sitting in a laundromat waiting for your clothes to dry. It can take great courage, trying to set ourselves free. We're all trying to do that. I think sometimes we do it, and we do it in ways that seemingly set ourselves free, but maybe it's short term. And one of the measurements, is the word barometer? I don't know. One of the tests in my mind these days of what I call things that actually, that set myself free on that next level is they don't just set me free, they set other people free at the same time. I think that's what real power is about making gains for yourself in such a way that other people inevitably gain at the same time. So it's kind of an interesting way to look at our behavior. What am I doing in this moment that can maybe in some benefit not just me but other people at the same time? And it's not about being altruistic, and it's not about being a martyr, and it's not about just simply serving others like some theoretical saint. It's about having the wisdom and the understanding to know that we're all here together. So I was at the bank this morning, walking around and saying hi to people, whatever, and the teller who was kind enough, and I made sure to thank her very much for her time. And she said, one moment ago, check on something. And as I always say to people, I say, take your time, you're doing me the favor, and people sometimes double check, they actually look back. Is he serious? Is he drunk? And my ego, my small ego kind of likes it. Clicks its heels. Oh, I'm standing out. Oh, I'm drawing attention to myself. But luckily, there's more to me than just my ego. I'm also being authentic, because that's the key to all this stuff. If you can't say it, walk it, and believe it, and breathe it, and it's not authentic for you, if it's a play for you. However, you will find that if you try on certain things sometimes for a while, then you find that you're not just putting on a costume, it becomes something part of who you are over time. So there's lots of ways to get in there, okay? And I only know a couple. I'm sure there are an infinite number of ways. However, I would leave the bank having said hello to the manager there as I walked by. And, it's astounding to me. It's amazing to me that this doesn't happen all the time by everybody. Because I swear, people are lottery tickets, like scratch and wins. And I swear, almost every time I take a moment to scratch underneath a winning number. But you have to take the moment to scratch. So me walking around, encountering humans, and trying to do what I can with eye contact, with saying the right thing, with starting with a comment that's pretty neutral, and then hopefully we quickly drill down to something more particular. This is me trying to set myself free and the other people around me. Freer because we're tapping into the bigger, going from the I, the deluded, isolated, terribly myopic, isolated I, to this idea of the slightly, if only, bigger self. I know other people's story is my story. I know other people hold the pieces to a bigger puzzle. I have a piece or two, they do together. Freer, more enlightened, I think more compassionate, more transcendent, more powerful in my own life. So I wouldn't call that being nice. I wouldn't call that just being friendly. So, yeah, I tend to see, I don't know, you could give me a flower and I might start seeing it in philosophical, psychological terms and all that stuff. It's true. And sometimes that can be, wasted time, maybe a bit of mental masturbation. For sure, I think anything can be, you can lose, your feet can step off the path a little bit. You can lose your focus on something a little bit. It's not at its quite most powerful place, for sure. At the same time, for me to go through my day, and when I started doing this, and my mom's like this, my father wasn't, though he was a really, definitely a man of the people. He never, thank goodness, he never felt superior to anybody, though he's an extremely successful architect, and never got arrogance or ego or all that insecurity from the man, thank goodness. My mom's one of these wacky people who talk to everybody, and I'm definitely now probably one of these wacky people. And my mom and I will talk, and I just wanted to emphasize that being nice, being friendly, being kind, these are so much more than things you give other people or something you read, you talk about at I don't know, a Bible meeting, or that you watch a video about the oceans and the waves are coming in and something in, papyrus font. There's so much more than that. There's so much more grounded, so much realer, so much more powerful. Powerful. This is powerful stuff. Being friendly is very powerful in many, many ways. And I really find that for me, I wake up and I find myself with this watering can, and I go walking out in the world and I see all these flowers. And for me to, take a moment to water a flower, and immediately I gain in the flower. To me, that's not kind. That's not nice. That's not just being friendly. That's so much more. So a few thoughts this morning around the notions of kind and nice and friendly. I hope they resonate with you. If they don't, sorry. I get trying to focus on things that I hope that might resonate with people kind enough to give me a moment. So I hope it was worth watching this morning. And I hope you and your family are doing well. I hope you're living wisely for yourself, whatever that is, living your values. I hope you have a sense of what your values are. And I hope that you're able to live them today. It's an amazing thing to do that. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.